Okay, so we're going to talk about how to get some custom templates, stuff that you can get online. Usually around the price range of $30 to $50 is what you're going to find for a good, well-developed template that you can use for your website. And these are usually like really professional things. So this is a website I use. Again, I'm not being paid by them to tell you this at all. WordPress is your little tab here you're going to come to, and you're going to go, you can check popular items, but they have all these categories that, again, you can see. And what you do is you'll find a template. For example, since I am going to show you how to create the Final Cut King website, this is the template I got for $40. It's a Broadway theme. You click on it and you can get the live preview, and you can see all the ways to arrange the site. And my site, as you can see, looks pretty similar, but I'm also going to run you through in the next couple lessons too of how I did several other things that are different, customizes, get plugins like, for example, this banner that animates down after they've been on the site for 10 seconds or things like that. So of course I've really changed my site up from the template, not from looks, but kind of how it runs. So anyway, I'm going to show you all that. It's easy to replace stuff like the logo and all that fun stuff. So we'll get into that. So you can watch the videos. I'm going to download this theme. I've got it already. It's called Broadway. I can't give it to you because I purchased it. But again, what you're going to learn by watching this is very, very similar to every other template you're going to set up. So you can learn all my tips and tricks still from watching how I put up this template. And of course, we'll be going through probably some troubleshooting from the beginning because I'm walking you through from scratch with crashwordpress.com. So I'm going to jump over to the domain, show you how to install it in the next lesson, and we'll officially get started. A word of advice though, when you're on ThemeForest looking for something, what I've found is if you're looking to do e-commerce website, if you know you're mostly going to be selling, you can come to the WordPress and you can come to e-commerce, and you're going to find within here there's these things called Woo themes and WooCommerce. So there's the great example right there. WooCommerce is another additional plugin, a website you can go to, WooCommerce, I believe it's .com, just Google it. And they have a bunch of plugins to run your shopping carts and all that jazz. So if you're going the route of e-commerce, which my site wasn't built for that, but I really just had the plugins myself. I'll show you those down the line as well, what I do and how I do that. But you may want to think and research about getting a WooCommerce for yourself if that's heavily what you're doing. If I was going to have a site where it's all selling, I would have definitely gone with maybe something WooCommerce. So keep that in mind when you're thinking of investing in a site. And it's kind of normal to purchase about 4 or 5 different themes for every website I create because it takes a while to play around and see if it really is what I want. I had bought like 8 before I ended up on Broadway and realized this is the theme I want to go with. And really in the long run, $50 a website is not that expensive for a really nice developed template. And on a website like ThemeForest, you can check the ratings and make sure everyone who's bought it before likes it and there's no big errors. There's a couple other sites you can buy from that you can just Google, custom WordPress templates. Alright, so I'll see you in the next lesson. We'll talk about installing and getting started with the site.